Okay, let's get it. You know who it is and you know who it isn't. Shoot your shot records, we so independent. Who wanna test us? We got the leverage. I do New Balance.
Hey, welcome to episode 10 of Okay, Let's Get It. I'm your host, JustPaul now. We got T-Rock behind the lens, producer of the show. And we brought my man's back, J Odis, up in his piece, throwing up the peace sign, a double peace sign. And is that a Detroit Carhartt?
It might be.
Might be. That's fire. How much did you pay for it, if you don't mind me asking?
I got it in the used market, so
Nice.
I want to say under 60.
Under 60?
It's about 60 or under.
Okay.
Yeah,
The only reason I asked is because I'm in the market for one. Want a black one, faded, but they've just been going for the Detroit ones. They're going for like 150 to 450 depending on color, size, and distressedness to it. The more distressed, the more like vintage look to it, the more expensive it is for like sizes like small, medium, large.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to wear like no one wants to get a brand new Detroit Carhartt and try to like break it in. It's gonna take you a long time. A, B, you probably don't even work construction. C, you don't paint. So you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna take you a minute. But the sun faded ones, they look really sick, and you can wear a workman's jacket with damn near anything. So that's a classic piece. I love the customization with the Otis on the front.
Appreciate it.
Fire. Where are we? Okay, let's get it. Episode 10. We dropped episode 9. Make sure you go check that out. We had Otis on that one as well, where we talk about the Lil Uzi single, J Billion's new tape, and the Drake 21 Savage, Her Lost album. And I had to bring my mans back because, we're just music heads. We always like hit each other up. Did you hear this? Did you hear this?
Yeah.
And for those of you who might not be too familiar with Otis, check out episode 9. But really briefly, one of my first friends that I can remember since first grade, one of the first people I knew that had a computer that can burn CDs, and the rest is history. He's been my bro for life, man.
Forever.
So glad to have him on. He's been doing artwork for me, you know what I'm saying? But before we get into some of the artwork, for those of you who haven't, really checked out the latest episodes of Shoot Your Shot TV, we did review the Nike Air Jordan 1 Chicago Lost and Found. That's the thumbnail. I look pissed for some reason. Shout out the good folks at 85 Gallery for letting us come through and review those. Damn near sneaker of the year right there. The Chicagos, you can't go wrong. And then check out our latest episode, the Air Just by Yoon Ambush. The black pair, got them on right now. Love 90s hoop shoes. Yoon Ambush did her thing. Check out that review. And yeah, man, we wanted to end the fourth quarter with a bang, buzzer beater. We dropped a couple projects earlier this year. We dropped Arc'teryx to the Neck. He did the artwork for me.
Yep, I did.
Shout out Gabe. He took the photos. Pre-roll G, he took the photos for me.
Shout out Pre-roll.
Shout him out. And then we dropped Kiko on the beat, where you took the photos for me and you came up with the fonts, and it was just a good time.
Everything's collaborative, man. We're together.
We got this new project coming out December 9th. Rare coral in a reef tank. I mentioned it on episode 8 where I said it was coming out in November, but we know November is a busy month with holidays and everything, so didn't want it to be just put out and forgotten. So I still wanted to drop it this year just to push ourselves, like, hey, we're dropping music, we're dropping episodes, we're putting out content. But this is it right here. This is the cover art, Rare Coral in a Reef Tank. And Otis hooked me up with the cover art, man. I kind of gave him, like the vision of what I was going for, but my little mock-up was terrible, and he just salvaged it. Shout out my cousin Elias, though. He took the picture of me, but if you saw the raw photo, you're
like in the water.
Yeah.
Like
I'm in the aquarium. No one's ever when I'm in the aquarium. Tampa Bay Devil Rays fitted on. Got some Oakleys on. And got a nice little garments, you know what I'm saying? Mock neck. But yeah, this is the cover art. And then you guys will see the track list maybe on the next episode, or when you check out the project, you can see the features on there. There's only one feature, one good feature. Let you guys be surprised when we get to it. But December 9th, go stream it. Rare Coral in a Reef Tank. Go buy it on shootyourshotrecords.com. Speaking of shootyourshotrecords.com, we did just drop the anniversary cassettes to Okay, Let's Get It. That was the first album project that we dropped on Shoot Your Shot Records, mostly produced by C. I think, no, you produced the whole thing?
I think I did the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the whole thing.
10 songs? Was it 10 songs? 11 songs?
It was this whole trio right here. This whole trio.
We put that whole thing.
We put the whole thing together.
Yeah,
man.
we went to the South City Harp to shoot the little promo video. Okay, let's get it, yeah. Okay, let's get it for real.
Hey, we did a full day of
Fun fact,
full day of work.
it was supposed to be a music video, and then it didn't become a music. It was
turned into a photo
It just
shoot.
turned into promo / photo shoot because we
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
have enough location. We usually do things guerrilla style. It's, very little planning that goes
We
into
just
these
jump
videos,
outside and
man.
figure it out.
But then sometimes it comes out like magic. Like we did the Starships video at a car wash not too far away from America. And it was cool, man. That's one of my favorite videos that I've ever done.
Fire.
He's in the video. You might have seen him you might have known him from the Starships video.
Hey.
C shot that as well. C, both these guys right here, men's of many talents.
Yeah.
But we wanted to end the quarter strong, so we put out another EP coming out December 9th. Make sure you pick up the anniversary cassettes of Okay, Let's Get It and stream all the other music, man. We got a lot more in store for you guys for 2023. More episodes though. This is probably not the last episode of the year, but Rare Coral in a Reef Tank
Yeah.
coming real soon.
Yeah.
We're here today to talk about Nas, man. My favorite rapper of all time. My GOAT. I know music's subjective. Everyone has their favorites, but he dropped King's Disease 3, produced entirely by Hit-Boy. And this is the third one out of the trilogy, but the fourth album in 2 years.
Straight Gout 3.
4 albums in 2
Yeah.
years. I could divide. That's a little spin on Hove's diss towards Nas back in 2001 on the Blueprint where he said 10 albums. Or no, he said five albums every 10 years.
10
That's a
years.
2-year average or some math. You know what I'm saying? But now Nas has really just hit a rhythm, hit a stride with Hit-Boy, and they've dropped 4 projects in 2 years. And me as a Nas fan, I'm just thankful. I feel like we're blessed to be getting this much Nas music at this rate and at this stage in his career, at this age too. Yeah, it's a really good project. You guys listen to it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved it.
It was fire. I think Hit-Boy was in his bag. I think he feels comfortable with Nas.
Yeah.
The beats fit Nas perfectly. There's some switch ups in there. There's a little bit of trap. There's some hip hop. There's some soul. There's a little bit of everything that gives you what you expect when you hear some Nas. And then the little that you don't really expect sometimes, just to give you some more current sounds.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. See, what you think?
I think it was. I mean, out of all the 3, I really liked Magic,
Yeah.
and I did like KD2 as well.
Yeah.
But this was just the perfect mesh of both. Like the best of both worlds. And I think, I mean, Nas is always Nas. Nas is always spitting, and I just feel like Hit-Boy really shined in this project. Like he really brought out the best out of Nas. I mean, he brought out the best of Nas in all the projects, that he's done. But this one was just really, really, really done well. Like, I applaud those guys, man. It
was cohesive.
It's a perfect pairing.
If you love hip hop shit, man, like this just brought it to the forefront,
brought it up, yeah.
and to the future, or to the present time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I definitely agree with that. I feel like, the first KD was just kind of them getting their feet wet, and then KD2, they're kind of building more of a rapport. And it's like, oh, we got some more songs. Let's hit them with Magic.
Magic
you know what I'm
was
saying? Really quickly, just want to show off one of my favorite pieces from my new vinyl collection that I'm starting. This is the Nas vinyl with Japanese OB strip right here. You say, oh no, right here. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 of these, so this one's dead stock. Other one's dead stock too. I haven't opened them yet, but
we got to hang that in the stew.
Yeah, we can hang one in the stew and then one to play. Might be get another one. But yeah, no, I felt like that's just them going in on Magic, and then KD3, like you said, is just like everything is coming together and they're really hitting like just this peak. But hopefully it's not. Hopefully it just keeps going. But I just really feel like Nas is in his bag right now. He's comfortable, and they've hit a gear that they're just gonna keep pumping out good music.
I think throughout the years that Nas has made music, I mean, he talks about it in the songs, like,
oh yeah,
picks
like
bad beats, right?
Yeah,
but I think like he's found someone that could do it all, like, and I think why not stop? Like, why stop? You know, like, strike while the iron's hot. You know what I mean? Like, and they're giving us classic shit.
Yeah, and not only that, like the process of them making music isn't just Hit-Boy emailing a bunch of beats to Nas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're together.
They're together, and they're feeding off each other, which I think is like the better way to make music instead of everything just.
It's the
being,
most authentic way. Honestly.
Yeah.
But
So I feel like that's what's really the key, because like when you're just sending out beats to different rappers, you're just hoping that it might land on their project or whatnot. But to be in the lab, they can just, really cook it up, say what they like, what they don't like, what they want to change up. And
do it right there.
Yeah.
Do it on the fly. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was cool. Like, he even acknowledges, like you said, like the rumors were, oh, Nas, he picks bad beats, but I pick bad freaks. Like, change up the narrative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On the intro song, Ghetto Reporter, he just said, like, people aren't used to me dropping music at this rate. So, like, cherish it. I don't drop music this often. And I think we have been. Like, we're not taking it for granted. We're really appreciating these projects as they come. And
I mean, he really doesn't need to, right?
Yeah, no, he doesn't need to at all. But it's just, I think he wants to.
Yeah.
It's more fun for him now. You know what I mean?
That, and it doesn't get old.
Yeah.
Like, you want to hear more. So at this rate, after Magic, I was like, there's more. I know there's more coming.
For sure.
And then this drops, and I'm like, oh yeah,
I mean,
they're in a groove for sure.
Like
for
what
sure.
you were saying, like he's at his age spitting these fucking bars.
Yeah.
Man. Like, it's insane.
Crazy. Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
Some of my favorite songs are Legit, Thun, Michael and Quincy. Really quickly on Legit, like just that sample that Hit-Boy did. Like, he sampled the clip from the 5 Heartbeats movie. And it's just like, who would think to sample that? You know what I'm saying? It was just like singing. Like, it was so good. And the way that he wrote the beat is fire, dude. I really like that song. I think they should shoot a video to that one.
Yeah.
I think for sure they're shooting a video to Michael and Quincy.
That's a hit.
Yeah. That's one of the ones that had a beat switch up at the end.
Yep.
It was more like you were saying, it was more
trappy.
Yeah, definitely.
And Nas was floating on that. I was like, this is hot. This is you don't get this from Nas a lot. So
yeah, for sure.
It was nice to him to give a little, I could do that too.
And he was in the lines were just like, it was all like related to Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Because, it's a lot to dissect. I had to run this album back maybe like 5-6 times, and I'm still like uncovering like new things too. A lot of layers to it. 30 was a good song.
30 Summers.
Yeah, because he's been in the game since maybe 92 when his song Halftime was on the soundtrack. And then that's when the buzz started to build around Nas, and then he was on a track Live at the Barbecue with Large Professor, Main Source, and like there was a bidding war for him. Maybe not a bidding war. What's his name? MC Search was taking him around. You know what I'm saying?
He mentioned Search in the album too. Like,
yeah, which is crazy. I forgot what song that was. It might have been I'm on Fire, because he was like, hey Search, how much the catalog worth?
Yeah.
Because Search was credited as executive producer on it, Illmatic, and it was written, and most recently he sold his rights to the album.
Yeah, we were talking about it last week, right? Like how you're just like breaking it down. Like, you're telling me like about like the whole like he owned the publishing and sold it and all that stuff, right? Yeah.
Which is crazy, because I don't know why I would never sell that if I had a piece of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna bring it's
like rare art.
It's rare art, cool to own, but then like you can also license it out if you needed bread. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what MC Search's financial situation is, but he must have got a pretty penny for that.
He must have got a bag for that for sure.
I think he said that on I'm on Fire for sure.
Yeah.
Thun is like QB slang. I remember hearing like Prodigy, Mobb Deep. They would always use that in their song. What up, Dun? What up, Dun? What up, son? What up, Dun? What up, Dun? Dun. That's the song that has the little like playful jab at Jay-Z, where he's like, sometimes I'm sitting in a Range Rover listening, dissecting bars from Takeover, text over like it ain't over. It's like,
I mean, that song sounded like it brought it back like to like the late 90s, early 2000s styles. I felt like, like the vibes, you know what I mean? Like
it could have been on Nostradamus or something, or it could have even been on like the QB compilation. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, chi wally wally, ooh chi bang bang.
Bravehearts.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Bravehearted.
Yeah.
Damn.
But 30 was good. Hood to Hood, I like that one. That had a nice bounce to it. Made him rap a little faster.
Yep.
The production was sick. He shouted out a bunch of cities at the end.
He shot out the Bay.
Yup. Oakland.
Vallejo.
Oakland where the pimps be.
Yeah.
Atlanta, Dade, Miami-Dade County.
Inland Empire.
For Hit-Boy.
Yeah.
And then Hood to Hood was just like those DVDs that used to come out back in the day, where it was just like going to the grimiest ghettos of America.
It's like some dude would just be like talking hella smack, and all of a sudden it would just be like freeze frame. and it's just like
Rest in
God,
peace.
rest
Yeah.
in peace. You know what I'm saying?
You're like, damn.
like damn.
And they
for
were-
He
real?
got him right. He got his last interview with the Hood
With
to
Hood to Hood,
Hood.
yeah. And then Nas was trying to turn maybe like trying to play on that DVD thing where it's like now the new Hood to Hood is like us showing each other like where we live now in these rich areas and in these mansions that we got. So
Yeah,
it's
elevated Hood
elevated Hood to
yeah,
Hood. So he's always trying to push his culture forward, push his people forward.
for sure.
Love that. Recession proof. What did you say? It was like a
It's an elevated flex.
elevated flex
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
He gets to talk his shit, but he does it in a way that's like, I'm not hurting, bro.
Yeah.
I'm for sure not hurting. I got investments. I've been doing this a long time, and I haven't been
I'm recession
spending my
proof.
money like you know,
Carelessly, recklessly.
Yeah,
But you can always catch me in new makes, new models.
yeah. He's flexing. He's
You
talking.
know what I'm saying? Old smash, new body. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Just like some chick that he used to mess with that got some work done. Still
Yeah.
tight, still bad.
Yeah.
The flow on the hook was sick. He was just like caught him in the movie lobby, shot him out his new Hirachis or two Hirachis. It
Yeah.
reminded me of that ATL episode. It was like, what was it? It was
My
like,
life is
my
like a-
life's like a my life's like a movie.
Jacuzzi.
Spit like a Uzi, jacuzzi. That
Right
shit's
through the
dope.
glass.
Hey, shout out Mark Forrest, put me on that, man.
That's Mark.
Yeah, recession proof, solid. Then it kind of slows down towards like reminisce, and
Yeah,
that
I
one's
like
really
that.
I like that one a lot too.
Mary J.
Mary J. Blige, the
Yeah.
original queen of R&B. You know what I'm saying?
MJB.
JB.
And like they're really good friends. They went on tour together. Not too like before he did the tour with Wu-Tang, he went on tour with
Oh,
Mary
yeah.
J. Blige, and it's just cool, man. It's like queen of R&B, also from New York.
It's a soulful track.
And
That-
like
I like that.
Yeah, and then at the end another beat switch where it kind of gets on that New York drill,
Mm-hmm.
like that Fivio Foreign type tempo, and then
Yeah.
Nas is flowing on that too,
Yeah.
man. It's like
That was a shocker. That
Yeah,
was a shocker,
It's
man.
cool that he's showcasing like, I'm giving you a little sample of I could do this beat, but that's not my
that's not my lane.
He's like,
not
I'm-
my
I'm a-
lane,
I'm
but
a
I
O-
could do it.
He's
I
like,
get you.
I'm an OG, but I can
Watch
still
it.
rock. I
Yeah.
can still rock. You
It's
know
a
what
little
I'm saying?
showcase,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
cool. I like knowing that you could do it without doing a whole song of it
yeah,
because
because then it's like you
I
don't.
probably don't want to hear the whole song, but it's cool to let people know like, come on, man, I do this.
Yeah, and you don't want it to come across like you're chasing trends. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But I
that
think
too.
it's more so of a Hit-Boy thing because like Hit-Boy is really in tune to
Worked
what's
with all
going
these-
on now. And even Hit-Boy's song Corsa, it has like that kind of tempo, like
Mhm.
it has where you could get sturdy to it. That them New York dance moves. It's like you
The
getting sturdy.
extremities.
I wish I knew how to move like that, man. It looks so cool, like
it does
on
look cool.
camera, but it's like I'll probably like tear an ACL or something.
I would definitely break
Yeah,
a limb.
IR.
Yeah, for sure, for
um,
sure.
But it's cool because the Mary sample is just subtle, but it's there.
Yeah, that's flames.
I really liked I'm on Fire because he's just like
I'm on fire.
I thought it was Alicia Keys at first,
I-
but it's not.
It's
but,
not. Oh wait, this girl's on fire.
Yeah, no, but it sounded like her.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's a really good record because he's been on fire these last 2
yeah.
years. Like nominated for Grammy off the song Ultra Black, and then won a Grammy for rap album of the year. That's his first Grammy that he won. And I mean, like, I know he doesn't really care about that, but it's tight to finally get one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
It's
because
deserving.
as a Nas fan, you just been rooting for him this
Yeah.
whole time, and it's just like, damn, you just been getting like these bad like.
Yeah.
I mean, not to talk down on his previous projects, but it's just like, I mean, they were kind of like they're kind of mid, dog. Like.
Yeah. I mean, but I'm saying he
Not
it's
talking
crazy.
about. I'm not talking about what he was writing in his lyrics,
Yeah,
because he
yeah.
was always
just complete project.
like
sonically and like.
yeah.
I mean, even he was talking about like, oh, they say Nas picks bad beats, but like, now that he's linking with Hit-Boy, they're in the studio together, they can kind of like vibe off each other.
yeah.
It's a perfect pairing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
some of the older projects, like just to name a few that were kind of not easy listens for me would probably be like Untitled, and then the one Streets Disciple. I do like Streets Disciple, but there's quite a handful that I
Streets Disciple.
don't revisit. Lost Tapes 1 was really good.
Godson was good.
Godson was
Godson
good.
was good.
I'm a fan of Life is Good, but then I get it like on the grand scheme of
I
things.
think
it
Life
didn't-
is Good was just. I think that era of
Music.
music was just a little.
Yeah.
It just he didn't fit in that pocket. I
Yeah,
think,
but
you
he
know?
was still doing his thing
Yeah.
on those beats. I think that was majority produced by Salam Remy. But yeah,
But,
no,
but overall, what I'm trying to say is that like for those that have been trying to wait for like a solid
run.
No.
run, this
Yeah.
is it right here.
And consistency between projects.
Yeah.
And he didn't even need to do this. You
No,
know what I'm
this is
saying?
extra.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, no,
so-
that's what's crazy to me is like he doesn't need to, but I feel like he's trying to see how far he could take it. You know what I'm saying? Like at this stage in his career, like
It seemed effortless too.
yeah,
Like their chemistry and like the way he's flowing is like, come on, this is not even.
like I haven't been excited about a lot of music as of late, but this one was like it got me like
Yeah.
feeling like a certain way. you
Yeah.
know? Like
I think like when I was listening to it, I was just like happy, man. I'm just like,
Yeah.
it's good to. There was like a long period of time where we didn't get any new Nas music, and then like I think Life Is Good was the last album in 2013 or 2011 even, right? Yeah, 2011. Okay, Life Is Good 2011, or it could have been summer 2012. Might be wrong. Nope, my bad. All right. Life Is Good 2012 because they just dropped the 10-year anniversary merch in 2022. Life Is Good, that was the last album. And then 2018 he did the one with Kanye, the Nasir. I bought the hoodie. I got the cassette. And then it was you were expecting a lot more. I was expecting a lot more because I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, it's gonna be like We Major, but like a whole
no, I
album.
thought it was gonna be like We Major or the
yeah, a combination of both.
Yeah,
Still
like-
still dreaming.
Still dreaming.
Yeah,
there you
yeah,
go.
So
I
I
had-
dream.
And it wasn't. It
it
was
was
just
not.
and then I heard that he had to make that album in 4 days. Like Kanye was like, "Oh, it's Nas. You could do this in 4 days."
And they filmed it at his studio
Wisconsin.
in Wyoming
or Wyoming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wyoming.
Wyoming.
And then he
Um,
said it was weird, or I don't know. Anyways,
Yeah,
well,
I
you're-
just felt
The
you're
like
chemistry
saying-
wasn't there.
the chemistry wasn't there.
Nah,
It wasn't
you
a
could
good
You
like
could
it's a
tell.
good idea in theory, but it needed to be executed better.
yeah.
And then he dropped the Lost Tapes 2, which was just a combination of songs. And some of those were bangers, and like they didn't really retouch them or anything like that. And Nas's whole thing behind that was like, I wanted you guys to guess what time period some of those songs are from.
And that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But that's like kind of a drought though, from 2012 to 2020. That's like an 8-year drought of not really getting a really
That
solid.
he was invested in. Like I'm
Yeah, yeah,
spending
exactly,
some time
yeah.
I mean, that's a long time.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. So when they came out with KD1 and then they won a Grammy, I was just, I was happy. I was,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, as a Nas fan. And then just going on to KD2, they were getting better. Magic getting better, and then KD3, like he says, this go harder than all of them. And that's the same kind of thing that Hit-Boy's on as well, because Hit-Boy is saying like, this is the best one. I'm not gonna put out something that's not better than my last.
facts.
You
You
know what I'm
gotta
saying?
elevate. You gotta progress.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's awesome, man.
It's a good body of work. There's
Yeah.
a couple here and there that I'm not huge fans of. They're not bad songs, but the majority of it is solid.
Yeah,
it's,
I
it's
think-
a good project.
I think there was like 16 or 17 songs with a bonus cut.
Yeah.
WTF SMH, I didn't love the first half just because I didn't really like that beat.
The beat is a little repetitive for me.
Yeah, it's kind of like a lesser version of the one that he did with Kanye and Game. The Easy. Like
Oh,
that
yeah.
was repetitive, but like in a good, like it hits though. But yeah, WTF SMH, didn't like the first half, but then when the beat switches to just the soul sample at
Yeah.
the end, Nas is just going
It's
in.
clean. Super clean.
I was like, this should have just been it.
That
But
should have just been the song.
yeah, I really liked the second half. And then I didn't like Beef just because he's done something like that before. It's like
I mean, Nas is known for that, right?
he's known
But-
to embody like an item or like an element or like a
Yeah.
a noun. And
But he
like,
didn't have to do it.
to
for this
talk from that
project.
perspective. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Because he's done that on It Was Written with I Gave You Power, where he writes from the perspective
I
of a
gave you
gun.
power.
I'm a gun. It's like I'm a motherfucking gun. It's like you just you do whatever they want, don't use trash.
Yeah.
But I get it. Like my boy Gabe, shout out to Pre-Roll. He likes that one because he's like, yo, this is OG Nas. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get it.
I
But
get it.
so I listened to it again and I'm like, yeah, like it's cool. Like,
He didn't have to take it there, but I get it. Yeah.
yeah, it's just classic Nas that you're getting
It's
on
like-
a new project. So I get it.
It
Yeah.
has something for everybody though. So even if it
if you don't like
I
any-
listened to some and I was like,
yeah,
this one's probably not for me, but I know someone's gonna be like, this is the one for me.
Yeah.
be like, yo, did you hear the one
Yeah.
where he wrote about him being beef? Yo, like he was beef. He was
Yeah.
like, he was drama between people. He was like
yeah,
writing from that
he was
perspective.
tension. Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's cool because like he really gets in his like, that's creative writing. That's like, art in itself.
Yeah,
But yeah, and then it picks up again. Like there's some other songs that I really liked. I really liked Get Light, which is it's a classic New York like jazz feel to it, but like upbeat.
yeah.
It sounds like, you said
Sounds
New York,
like summer to me.
New
It
York
sound
in the
like-
summer,
yeah,
right?
or like a
Like
rooftop vibe, or
rooftop
like you were
vibe.
saying, yeah, like,
Yeah, to me it feels like, it's fall, it's cold in New York, but you
makes you feel good.
you feel cool, like
Yeah.
it makes you want to move to New
The
York.
vibe is cool. Yeah, it
And
makes you want to get fresh and just get out, get
rooftop
outside.
like wine bar
Yeah,
with the
lounging or
homies,
something. Yeah. That sounds tight.
And just like being in New York, like it's like I want to hear this song
Yeah,
in New York
In New York, yeah.
when I land. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I'm going to Canal Street. I'm gonna buy the illest Jesus piece, and then I'm just everybody
Get light.
get light with it. And like he's really just he's rapping on that thing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Nah,
He
that's
says
a feel good song for sure.
He says the ice wet like a fire hydrant hit it. Get
Yeah.
light with it, like.
Yeah.
And then it has that classic like DJ call response. So all my ladies in the get light with it. To all the fellas get light. It's really good. So it's just crazy because that's also Hit-Boy. You know what I'm saying? Hit-Boy who's done like all these, Paris with Kanye, like just his catalog's crazy. But then let me make some classic New York shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I really like Once a Man, Twice a Child. That's a cool
Mhm.
concept because damn, after listening to that, it's like that's true. You're, a child twice because as you get
taken
old,
care of.
That one's
when
one of my
you're a
favorites.
Child, you
Yeah.
get someone's got to take care of you when you get older too. So
you
there's
should,
a short time in between where
you're just a man.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You got to live your life to the fullest because there'll come a time when people are gonna have to take care of you again.
yeah,
And you were saying it was kind of like Pac, like
Yeah, like before Death
energy.
Row.
Yeah.
Like
Me against all odds. Me against all odds. Against all odds. Yeah.
like a little hint, like
Yeah.
Otis was saying earlier, like
yeah.
off pod, like it's like a hint of like hint water,
Oh yeah.
of a hint of little Pac.
Just
you
a
know?
little
It's a
hint.
little
Yeah,
part,
you could
yeah.
tell.
You
The
know what I'm saying?
cadences there.
It's
Um,
cool though.
That's just a cool concept though. Like I've never heard anyone do a song talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure.
And then I really liked First Time. First Time, he's talking about when's the first time you heard Nas.
Yeah,
that was
and
wild.
and it got me to thinking too. Like, damn, when the first time I heard some Nas, and I want to say it was like Nas is like, and I was watching like the video or something on MTV or something. He's rapping and
CMC, they used to play that video a lot.
that too. Yeah,
Yeah. For me,
If I Ruled the World, right?
That too.
that was the album before.
that shit was everywhere.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna say like, oh man, I was up on Illmatic when he came out.
Nah,
No, I
wasn't.
didn't.
No,
No,
I
I
wasn't. But I
I
remember
was a
songs like
kid,
that because
yeah.
they would play the videos tough.
I
Yeah.
didn't get first like that was the first time I heard Nas was like music video, right?
Yeah. Because he wasn't
But-
getting major radio play.
Yeah, but then like really put on was like E Masson. Shout out E Masson.
Hey,
Like,
shout out Masson.
he was like, yo, check these fools out, man. Or check this dude out. And I was like, yo, this shit is wild.
Which
bruh.
one was it though?
It was Illmatic.
Oh shit. So
Illmatic. Because like I think we were on this like Mob Deep, like the homies, like
Yeah, yeah.
Mob, right? Where like and then he was like, yo, check this out. Like this is it right here.
Yeah.
Illmatic. And I remember listening, I was just like, my mind was blown. Like, yo, what? And this
Yeah.
was made in what, 90, was it 93?
90. It was
Ni-
made in 93, came out in 94.
Yeah. And I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah,
Insane.
Yeah, man. For me, the first time I heard Nas was probably like, watching MTV when I shouldn't have been. You know what I'm saying? And then it came on. It was If I Ruled the World. And I was like, oh, this song's like pretty catchy. Because I knew the Fugees. I knew Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill,
Because of
If I rule, if I rule, love, baby.
yeah.
That's a banger, bro. That's a classic song. But no, I remember like Fugees would get radio play. So I was like, oh, I know that chick. Like
Yeah,
she's in the Fugees.
I got Lauryn
Ready
Hill.
or not, here I come.
Oh, that's Sister Act 2 right there.
Yeah. No, yeah, I remember from that too. But then I remember her just what was the song that they had? The Fugees.
Fujila. Or Strong
That one.
Faith.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was the whole video. That
Yes.
Crossroads, Usher, You Make Me Wanna, like that era of
Yeah.
radio. You would hear those
Yeah.
songs. And then And then I was like, oh, that's the Fuji. That's a girl from the Fugees.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that was the first time I heard Nas. Didn't think nothing of it. But then when Hate Me Now came out, I was into Bad Boy at the time. I was
Yeah,
like,
because Diddy
like,
had his hand in everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Diddy was in the video. And I
No
was like,
Way Out was a huge album.
yup.
Yeah, that.
Double Up, made
And the red leathers.
Yeah.
You gave me now.
And I was like, I asked my mom, I was like,
He even mentions that on the album. Something about the fire in the background from Hate Me Now.
Yeah,
No, he's
yeah,
talking about
it's
the
continuous.
girls, like the girls that he got from the Hate Me Now video.
Yeah.
Right? Or was that?
So it all
something
comes
like-
full.
Yeah,
it
you
all
say it's all
comes around.
continuous. It's all a
Yeah.
cycle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember asking my mom to get me that CD. I covered up the parental advisory
Yeah, I tried
with
that
my
too.
thumb. I was like, oh,
I just take my brother's shit.
I was like, can I
don't
get
give a
this?
fuck.
And she bought it for me.
Bought
And that
it.
was like my first.
Did you buy it at Sam Goodies or the warehouse?
I think it was Target or something.
Target's. All right.
Dude,
Yeah.
Target had a CD section that was tough.
Yeah.
It was tough.
But
I
that
got
was,
112 Maya. I got all kind of crazy shit up out of Target.
I got the Maya CD too, bro. What was that song with Cisco?
Moving on.
No,
that's
Silk
Silk the Shocker. Fuck.
Where they're
Um,
rocking the Chinese.
My love is that's
oh,
not.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
something
that
for the
is.
people. That's something for the
Oh,
people.
never mind.
Bomb baby, bomb baby. What's
Yeah.
that song with Cisco?
All right, we're gonna get stuck on this. We got
All
it.
right, I forget the song. If you know the song with Maya featuring Cisco,
Can you drop it in
can
the
you
comments,
drop it in the
please?
comments below?
I just Silk the Shocker.
um,
Come on.
but after I heard it was written, I was a fan, and then I wanted
where
to
I
go.
got on.
I wanted to go back and check out his other music.
Mhm.
So it's kind of crazy to say I put myself on. You know what I'm saying?
It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. I remember people like I was like back in high school. I was like Pac.
Yeah, that
you
was
know?
all it was. Or
And then
Bone
one
Thugs.
of my
Bone
homies
Thugs
from
heavy.
high school was like, "Oh man, you got to listen to that Nas, dog. That it was written." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Pff, "Whatever, dude." But then later on in life, I was like, "Yo, this shit was fucking this classic shit,
Yeah.
These
dog."
were
Like,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel
that
like
era
we
was crazy. We were.
I feel like we were listening to everything though.
Yeah.
South, East Coast, West Coast.
There wasn't a lot of South at the time. No.
No, but if it was out, we were
Outkast
listening
though.
to
No,
it.
Outkast
Outkast,
was
but
the
that was
one
like
that was
98
getting
more.
rotation out
No, no, yeah, 96. AT Aliens, Elevators. That was getting
Elevators,
heavy
yeah.
play. Just for our region, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And it was hard to get music back then.
yeah,
So you had to borrow someone's CD,
yup.
listen to it,
dub
get-
it on a tape.
yeah, boom, give it back, get
Yeah.
it someone else's. Yeah, so we were listening to a little bit of everything for that time period. So
Yeah.
shout out to us. Fuck.
No, so the real time I heard Nas though,
The first time you heard Nas.
yeah. So before I got I got the Men in Black soundtrack, and he had a song on there
What's-
called Escobar '96,
Oh shit.
and it was like,
Black soundtrack.
yeah,
No, I
right?
had it too, and it had a.
It had the Roots on
Had
there.
the Roots, had Snoop.
It had Snoop.
Yeah.
It had that
He's
song
right.
with Will Smith.
There
but
was
that
some,
was a
there was some
fire
songs on there. He's right.
Soundtracks were lit. You know what I'm saying? Because
What Roots song was on there?
it's a good one.
I don't remember the Roots one,
Because Roots they've done a
but I do remember
they've done a bunch
Escobar.
of movie stuff. Yeah, no, yeah. No, but-
Deception or Decompression.
But Nas was on that. I
Nas was
didn't
on that
even
one too. But it was
know.
a sick ass song. And then I remember just like
Right, I'm about to
you would
check
listen
this
to
out right
everything you
now.
got because music, like
That's
you said,
it.
music was
That's all
scarce.
you got.
You can't just go. Let me type in somebody else.
Yeah, fuck this.
You're
I'm
like-
gonna listen to
You're
something.
like, oh, this is the CD that I got.
I love it.
I love it.
You
know what I'm
gotta
saying?
love it because it's the only one you got, motherfucker.
It wasn't even a soundtrack. It was the album. Dog.
Like Nutty Professor, same thing. Like you were on soundtracks, Soul Food. Like, come on, like
Oh, Soul Food
Dude,
soundtrack.
Genuine was on this
Classic.
thing.
you had to get in. You had to.
Yeah,
That was like a
okay.
mixtape, right? 'Cause you were-
Escobar Nas. Okay.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
song's fire though. Money, cause
Oh, the Nautic.
the Nautic, but that was also on.
That was on. Yeah.
Illadelph.
Oh, but this one, with D'Angelo. Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
No, that's a good soundtrack, man.
Destiny's Child is on here too.
Early Destiny's
Tribe.
Child. Yeah.
Wow, De La. Okay.
But that was kind of cool because you're getting a compilation, and then you can
And-
kind of like feel like which artist you like. You know what I'm saying?
Jermaine Dupri and Snoop Dogg.
And I gravitated towards the Will Smith
Thought I was
song.
playing with you,
You
huh?
was right. You was
What's
right.
that song
was
called?
playing
What's that
with
song called?
What the Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
We just want to party with you.
Dude, that
Yeah.
shit was slapping. I would crank that thing.
We just wanna part.
We
what-
just
what
want to
you wanna
party
do?
with you.
You want to get down?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like Cool in the Game.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
a sample, yeah.
Dude, instant like takes me back.
Where did we go? We went from Nas to.
No,
but
but
it
I'm
brought
just
us back because
yeah.
it's the first time he heard
First
Nas.
time I
Gotcha.
heard.
Okay,
So that,
got
And he
that
said Men in Black.
that's not the
yeah.
first time I heard him. That's the first time I owned something with him on it.
Got it.
You know what I
got it.
mean? And
Okay.
then Big Willie style, because he wrote a lot for it.
Oh, I was
he
about to
ghost
say, I
wrote.
remember.
He ghost
Yeah,
wrote.
yeah.
I mean, he probably
whole
wrote,
thing, right?
He probably wrote these songs too on the Men in Black stuff.
Yeah,
right?
because he was on Columbia.
Yeah. What was it? Steve Stout was the one that I was
Steve
talking
Stout,
about, right?
yeah,
You were
track
telling me,
masters, yeah. So it all comes full circle, but it's just like you pick these little pieces from your childhood of like when you first heard them. But the song's really good, first time, because he's just saying like, who put you on? Was it your older brother?
It makes you think, yeah, hell yeah.
Made me think. I was like, when did I first hear Nas? And the only other person I knew that was a Nas fan was my good friend Pre-Roll G, one of my oldest friends as well. We're gonna get him on the pod one time. But shout out to Pre-Roll. Shout out to
Pre-Roll.
you. I think you got the
Pre-Roll.
Vanity hoodie on the
I do. I got it under.
Flex the
I
hoodie,
always
you know
rock
what I'm
some
saying?
Vanity. You know what I'm saying?
feel me?
Shout
Shout
out
out
Ant, shout out Pre-Roll.
Yeah.
Shout out to boys.
Shout out to guys, man. But really good project, man. Beef, like Don't Shoot. That was a cool way to end it. And Till My Last Breath. It was a bonus cut, but I don't feel like they didn't even really need it. But it's a cool song. But yeah, he owns Mass Appeal, putting out music on his label.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's the way you got to do it.
No major,
Yeah.
promo. And then really quickly, here's the four that, it's four of the projects they put out in the last 2 years. So I mean, really quickly, we could talk about like what 21 said. 21 Savage said like he felt like Nas was irrelevant, but I don't think he meant any disrespect by it. He was just
He was trying to clarify a little bit too that
I
think it was
saying
just
that-
the wrong, like, I think we were talking about it last week. Like, I think it was a wrong choice of words.
Yeah.
I think he was just trying to explain it differently, and it just came out like, like.
But
yeah, because he's saying like the kids is not talking about him because he's around. He's out and still doing tours and doing promo and stuff. So he's like, they're not talking about this. But that's not also his demographic is also not Nas's demographic.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they have they do share some fans, but
if you had a Venn diagram, right, then you could put like you put the two circles, right, and then on one side is going to be 21 Savage, right, and then it's going to be like 18 to 22 year olds, right, and then in the middle it would be your 22 to 35, and then on the other side is 36 to 50, right. So they share that middle part, but at the same time, those 50-year-olds ain't listening to 21, and then those like 15 to 22-year-olds aren't listening to Nas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
even
some people are though. You know what I'm saying? So just like somebody mentioned, they went to the Nas concert, Nas and Wu-Tang, and they saw people of all ages there, 16-year-olds, like 16 to 50. 16 to, you know what I'm saying?
And Nas even said on the album, like I'm gonna have 50-year-old fans, 60-year-old fans, and then 16-year-old fans. Like he wants the range. He wants people to listen, and he wants to gain new fans. Like it's not like he's like not catering to.
Yeah, he's just showing longevity.
So
it's just
they're
like
just
how,
two different artists.
Two different artists, but I feel like
it's like if you go back to like different genres, like you could say artists like the Eagles, right?
Yeah.
A band like that, like that
It's
could
different from
range
the beat.
from like the OGs that followed them when they first came out to like now. Like, there's people that still fuck.
Or what a better example would be what's that group? Not Motley Crue. They had the song
Bon Jovi.
No, it's the girl.
Guns N' Roses.
What's her name? Sonny Mitchell Never Lied. No, it's not Sonny Mitchell. That's a running back.
What?
Joni Mitchell Never Lied. In the group, Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac, yeah.
They have old following, like from the
True.
60s, 70s. But then when their songs started to go viral on TikTok, they get newer fans.
Yeah.
They're like younger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's just like same thing with Nas. Like,
I feel like the younger fans are curious too. They're like, oh, I've heard these names for so long, and they hop on the computer or hop on the phone and be like, let me check out. This is his best album. Let me listen to it.
Yeah, man.
And so even if they're not, they're still curious, and they're gonna. Because some of them are taking some time to
if
check
you're
you
really,
out.
If you're really like a music fan, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to know what came out 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago.
Same with us. My
Yeah.
my parents be playing shit, and I'm like,
What is this?
what is this? And then I go back, I'm like, this shit's fire.
Yeah.
I didn't understand at the time, but now I could go back and be like, it's just different eras and different genre. It's a lot, so it's preference. So once you find a preference, or you expand your preference, anyone could be your fan. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think not relevant was the wrong choice of words because Nas is relevant. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you just won a Grammy. You're selling out shows.
Yeah.
You're selling out Madison Square Garden for one night. You know what I'm
getting
saying?
streams. You
Still getting
selling records.
streams. And then for them to even just bring it up when they were in that space that they were talking about it, you wouldn't bring it
You're
up if it
relevant.
wasn't relevant.
Yeah.
If it was irrelevant, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think he meant anything.
it's because they drop around the
like-
same time. So he's just saying,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, I don't think it was a slight. I think it was just a wrong choice of words.
And just looking at iTunes charts, like him and Taylor Swift were competing for that #1 spot when the album came out, because
Mhm.
like Nas's demographic, a majority of them have money to like purchase albums. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They have money to spend on merch, where like the younger generation, they might like your music, they might talk about you, you might be relevant amongst them, but are they breaking bread with you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's always like you got to kind of define what you think relevant is, and then kind of like it can mean a number of things. So I think it was just the wrong choice of words, but he even clarified it in the tweet.
He was trying to even while they were talking and
Yeah.
saying like,
What do you mean? What's your definition?
what's your
of relevant?
definition?
You know
Because
what I'm saying?
everyone's definition is gonna be different.
Yeah,
So
it's all subjective. Music's subjective.
for
Like
sure.
you don't have to like what everyone likes. You
Yeah.
can- you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
My only gripe with this project, I didn't love the artwork. It was kind of
Which one?
for KD3.
Oh, the bars?
Yeah,
The 49ers cover?
it was cool. I felt like it could have
championship
been.
cover.
Could've
Kansas
been
City
better.
Chiefs cover?
I like KD1 cover a lot, just because it has that vintage art to it.
Magic was fire to me. I think that was the best one.
Yeah, Magic's fire because it's like old Nas. That's a young photo of Nas.
Yeah.
And then KD2 is cool. But KD3 was just, it left me wanting more. I thought that was just a promo pic at first, but it's the actual.
I thought it was promo too.
I totally
Alright.
forgot about KD1 because that was my least one that I bumped.
It has some bangers on there.
Yeah.
though.
No, it does. It does.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But yeah.
But I'm
every
more
project got
familiar when
better.
I look at the album covers. I'm more familiar with KD2
Two,
and
yeah.
Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magic is a standout to me.
Kevin,
KD3
Art-wise.
looks like a video game.
Kevin Durant 3.
You know what I'm saying? Like Call of Duty.
Or a movie's
Three.
coming or something.
Which one?
The third KD3.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like a movie's coming or something, right?
Damn, maybe you could flip some, man, for him. Tag him. It's coming to nah. And then lastly, or not lastly, but like really quickly, this is Nas and Hit-Boy just,
Get down.
basking in the glory of their project, of their work. You know what I'm saying? Looks like a cozy hat.
To say the least.
To say the least, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, he doesn't look old, bro. He looks the
Yeah.
same. He looks 35. He looks like Nas from You Owe Me video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That came out in 99.
Word.
He looks young, man. Oh yeah, so cool photos. Rumor has it that they went right back to work though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are they doing a
yeah.
KD4?
I don't want to put my sources out there, but
Uh-oh.
I know some people that know some people that are
Okay.
in the know. But maybe KD4's coming. I wouldn't mind if they just switched it up completely.
Different,
and
yeah.
different title.
Or maybe do like what they did with Magic.
or like Magic 2.
That's what I was
you know,
thinking.
I'm with it.
But I feel like KD, I mean, it's kind of a brand name now.
Yeah.
King's Disease.
It's also Kevin
But after you
Durant.
do Kevin
It's
Durant,
also Kevin
That's
Durant.
yeah, true. He did shout out KD on his thing, like I play for the Nets.
It's just crazy how it's like you named these projects Gout.
yeah. I mean, for those of you who
'Cause-
don't know, King's Disease is when a king, they're so comfortable, they're living so lavish that they don't take care of their health, and they like succumb
Because
to
all
their
they're
own.
drinking is wine.
They're drinking the best wines, eating the best meats.
Yeah, wines from the gods.
Yeah, which is
And
crazy. I
meats
never
from
heard of
the-
King's Disease.
Meats from the gods.
But he uses it as a euphemism and as a metaphor of like, if you're too comfortable on top, you can always lose your spot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? King's Disease. And then they got some merch, man. I'm trying to pick up some merch down the line. Of course, I'm gonna try and get the vinyl. And I mean, I don't remember the last time I bought a CD, but shit, CDs might come
That's
back,
hella
man.
blood, dude. What's
It-
up, blood?
And
What's
then
up,
King's Disease on cassette. They got a
the
snapback.
T-shirt is not hitting.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like Wolverine.
I think there's something on
It's
the
like Wolverine. Like, swing.
Oh, is there nothing on the back? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, nah. Wait, go back. Would you do a Nas hat?
I would do the Nas hat just because that's a classic
I'm
Nas
with it.
font.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish it was a fitted though.
Dude, if the Nas font was gold or yellow, I would have been because red is like.
Man, I'm getting it just because I'm a fan. I
It's
got
wait, it's snapback.
Yeah, I don't have any Nas stuff except for this hoodie, and I got the Supreme Nas.
Wait, what's
tee.
this hoodie? Right, the hoodie next to
with
the
the photo?
white long sleeve. Oh, what is
What the
that? What
It's
is-
like a knight on a.
no, but the back of it.
Oh, it just says King's
We
Disease 3.
manifest.
That looks like it's not
It's a
cool.
bad mock-up too.
Yeah, I mean we made.
Bro, holla at me to do
If it
some
was
mock-ups
that
for
though,
you.
yeah, you gotta get.
Yeah, holla at
my
Otis. Hey, Nas, holla at Otis, man.
Nas
He
hit.
he'll cook up the merch for
Come
you.
on, bro.
But as a fan, I'm not mad at it. I'm just glad that he's putting stuff out.
You got to. You're
I'll
not
get
gonna
light with it. This one's not bad.
Bring
wait,
that back.
let's-
Yeah, bring that back. Let me see that.
Get light. All right, the classic Nas logo, right?
Yeah, I
And
All
like
right,
that.
I'm with it.
Get light with it.
That's cool.
Okay.
It's just
It's the best
fire.
one.
I think
That's the
out of
best
all
one.
of them, right?
Best
That
one.
that one works.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm probably just gonna get the vinyl and the
Yeah,
cassette and the hat. I might get the hat, but
Is that a poster?
where?
Right there. What is that?
Digital
CD,
album?
CD.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
a CD.
This
No,
is an album.
the
yeah.
third one, the third selection.
Oh, this is a
it's a
cassette.
cassette.
Oh, cassette.
Physical,
All right.
yeah.
That's cool.
Gold.
KD3 on cassette. What up,
Ships on
Nas?
February 27th. But yeah, man, don't want to take up too much time. We got to get going. Oh, for those of you who want to stay up to date with Nas, make sure you follow me on Twitter. I got this whole Nas thread that I've been kind of just
Dude, that thing's been going forever,
for
bro.
like 4 years now.
What was the
Show
first
some
one?
love, Nas.
The first one was back in 2018. I was really hyped about Nasir because I was like, oh, he's linking with
the
Kanye.
Kanye one. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've tweeted about Nas. I've tweeted to him many
Yeah,
times. You know what I'm saying? But just Nas is dropping a new album this week produced by Kanye West. Here is an appreciation thread for one of the best to ever do it.
And
And
it
of
hasn't
course,
stopped.
NAS are the letters that spell.
Nas.
And yeah, I just I put something that just goes with the photo. You know what I'm saying? I'd be bored, bro. But I'm
You
a
brought
fan,
Tumblr
man.
to Twitter. That's hard.
Yeah.
Zion.
So follow me on Twitter, man, if you want to take part in the Nas thread.
All right.
But that's our episode for today. Again, my name is Paul. I'm the host, JustPaul. This was our Nas review. King's Disease 3 out right now. Make sure you go get it. Can't wait to add the vinyl to the collection. We got C-Rock behind the lens over
Yo.
here and the vintage Warrior starter.
Hey,
We got my man's J Odis in here in the
Hey.
vintage Carhartt Detroit with the vanity hoodie on the under, the Slimy Squad trucker
You know
on
what I'm
the
saying?
on the head top. You feel me,
Yeah.
fam? Shout out to
top.
all the folks, man. Shout out Slimy Squad. Shout out Game Ball Podcast. Shout out to my boy Fredo. Shout out 85 Gallery. Shout out Vanity, Pre-Roll G, and shout out EJ, all my family, man. This is we out here. I'm just throwing up
Yeah.
hands,
Shout out
man.
the world.
Shout out the
let's
world.
get it.
It's holiday season. I'm grateful for all y'all. Grateful, I'm thankful for Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for my friends and family. And I'm just glad that we have the opportunity to do these kind of things, man. So happy
Yeah.
holidays to everyone out there. Make
Bless.
sure,
Happy holidays.
yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next episode. We love y'all, man.
Yes, yeah. Take care.
Peace.
Okay, let's
Are you
get
trying to
it.
get
You know who it
brolic?
is and you know
Trying
who
to
it
kick
is.
knowledge?
Shoot
Nah,
your
I'm trying to
shot,
kick that shit you
We
know.
got the leverage. I do New Balance, I don't do my jealous. I wish them well cause I do not get jealous. Incubus in the rap, man, I feel stellar. There's